Hi, I'm your host, Arun Palacio. On today's episode of the RoonieRoon Show, we take a look at the film medium and what role that plays in how we see ourselves. Rising actor Elijah Roberts opened up about his career and his upcoming short film, Leon's Fury, to answer those questions.
My name is Elijah J. Roberts. I am an actor. Now I'm a writer and director. So pretty much artist, filmmaker, just a creative overall. Yeah, so I did my first professional gig, came out 2024, called Night Swim. Check it out, I can plug it. Hey,
Absolutely, go ahead.
Amazon Prime, Peacock. My second professional gig will be coming out next month called OCD and Me.
But this was just the rehearsal. She had to wait until this evening for the moment of truth.
You mentioned your project, Leon Fury. Can you explain what that is?
Leon's Fury is a short film. It's mainly about these two friends, and one of them's getting beat up, bullied, and they're trying to figure out how to defend themselves. That's pretty much what it is. And it's just a funny, campy story, short and sweet, and a lot of love and passion into it. I was really proud. Like the main things I was focused on was performance and sound. So, because we didn't really have the biggest production, so I knew the cinematography I wasn't really too much worried about. I was more worried about just performances. So I was really proud of like the cast crew. Like that one scene that was like improv. It was the us scene. Us. Yeah, something like that kind of like happened like naturally, just based off the chemistry of me and Atlantis. I had like a private screening, so it was nice to get those laughs at things that like I was talking to my editor about. Shout out to James Winter, who's editor, sound design. Shout out to Kevin, who did our music and our score. And seeing how it affected the audience. And some things I didn't expect to be funny. Some things, and even making it, I really wasn't really trying to make too much of a comedy. It kind of manifested it kind of cultivated into a comedy. I just was trying to just tell the truth, tell a truthful story about, young adolescents trying to figure out. You kind of see a lot of insecurity with him. He doesn't like his girlfriend to see him get beat up, those insecurities and stuff like that.
Where did you draw inspiration for Leon Fury?
Yeah, hazing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, there's bullying, but there's a certain type of immaturity of bullying that I really wanted to capture. That this happened in a locker room. A kid like hurt his leg because they was like hazing him and jumping on him and stuff like that. So that influenced that.
You mentioned your film Night Swim.
Mm-hmm.
That had a red carpet event.
Yeah.
Take me to that red carpet experience.
That was really cool. I think it was just like, it's just really nice to have moments of feeling like, okay, I can hang in this industry. Like I can hang with the big dogs, like that Wyatt Russell, who just came out with the film Thunderbolts.
Right.
And then Kerry Condon, who just came out with the movie F1 with Brad Pitt and Dangerous Dangerous. Getting to share the screen with these actors and have that time is really inspiring. And so yeah, it's just a first of many, And so we do self-tape, you send it in. Sometimes you may hear back, sometimes you don't. So this time around I heard back a couple weeks, and then I met with Bryce McGuire, the director. And then after I was done, he was like, all right, I'll see you later. And I was like, see you later. See you later. What do you mean, see you later?
What do you mean, see you later? Okay.
See you later. See you later, Doggy. Did I get the? I don't know. But yeah, and eventually you got a call that I got it, so I was stoked. I was like, oh, yes, tight. Yeah, feel good.
Where did you work and how did the environment shape your relationship with acting?
So I grew up in Lake Charles, Louisiana. I was born in Texas. My mom gave birth to me while she was incarcerated. She actually was in prison, and she was pregnant and gave birth to me. And then I moved a lot as a kid. So my core memories, my core adolescence started maybe like in 5th grade in Louisiana. But I started skateboarding there. It wasn't always cool. Everybody be like, hey, son, hey, dude, that's Tony Hawk. Hey, do that shit. Oh God, that nigga cold. I swear that dude cold as fuck, bro. I swear he did. That's when we lived in the Dixie projects in Lake Charles. And then to like when I actually started getting into acting was high school. So I was playing basketball and I was running track at the time. And my friend Naomi, shout out to Naomi, love you. She's the reason why I'm here right now. She asked me, it was like, hey, you want to join theater? Or no, she said, you want to join drama club? And I was like, drama club? I don't know if I'm smart enough. I thought it was a debate team. I heard drama club, debate team. I'm like, I don't know what that is, but nah, that ain't for me. And then she was like, nah, theater. Every day after school, I would sit in the comments. But I had to change the heart. I had to change the heart because core memory, my mom made me do a talent show when I was like in 7th grade. My mom said, your gifts will always make room for you. And don't bury your gifts, but God will take and give it to someone else. I was like, I don't want to lose my skateboarding ability. So I went on the stage, I'm doing these tricks, but the audiences started backing up. They're like, nah. But I started landing these tricks. It went from them doubting me to be like, do another trick, do another one. So that was a core moment of me overcoming that fear and my mom establishing that word with me, like your gifts always make room for you. And to Miss Cat after practice, no, after school, before practice, and I should join. She was like, one of the last people I thought would join drama club. And then I joined. I had so much fun, man. We did hairspray. That was our first play. I was the detention kid number 2, bro. I was there for the vibes. Like, I wasn't trying to be an actor for real. I was just there for community, camaraderie. And I liked eccentric personalities. Everyone was just so kind of just eccentric in themselves and very vibrant with personality. And I feel like as a young kid, I needed that, you know, and that kind of bled into Leon's Fury, you know what I'm saying? Those young insecurities and not feeling like, it's a universal thing. So I feel like those things subconsciously, they're just gonna bleed into that, those trying to find identity, who am I? Am I a punk? Am I weak? Am I a wink link? You know what I mean? Relationships and stuff like that, those key things, those happens in our formative years and develops who we become today and as we get older. So yeah, definitely. But then
I know her female's crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
because they're freaking weirdos.
Okay. Well, tell her that. Tell her.
I can't tell.
I think I have high expectations for myself. You know, you do hear a lot of people say don't have like high expectations, but I have an expectation of excellence. I don't really know what opportunities are going to present themselves, but I just know as long as I keep working hard and keep doing what I'm doing, then, you know, I get to work with great people, put out great work, and that's really what I'm after right now. Artists that I look up to, like the Will Smiths and the Issa Raes and Michael B. Jordans and Keke Palmers and, you know, et cetera, all have their own production companies. But mainly just work with just great artists, because you never know who's going to be the next Spike Lee or the next whoever, you know, and my peers can be that, so I'm always open to work with just talented talent.
Describe the purpose of a film festival.
The purpose of a film festival is pretty much like, it may differentiate depending who's telling you, but I think for me it's really like a networking event, getting collective, having an audience. Typically the audience is filmmakers, and just really having a place to celebrate the films that everybody made. You get nominated and you get screened. So that was new information that I noticed, so we'll kind of know on that in terms of like the film festival. But I'm really excited really to release it on YouTube. So that's just like normal audience just scrolling and just like click, checking it out, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm really excited about, which will be out September.
What are the concerns entering Leon Fury into a festival circuit?
We just got selected in our first film festival, Indie Short Fest Film Festival. I'm just so open to failure, you know what I mean? Sometimes you fail so much, you don't really think about it. Like, I go to so many auditions, happens all the time, you may not get it, may get it. Opportunities present themselves.
Nothing to tell you. Why do you think you have that approach?
Maybe I grew up, maybe the activities I was embedded in, like skateboarding, you know, to land a trick, you gotta fall to get back up. So I think that just is in my system of you fall, you get back up. And that culturally, skateboarding, that's normal. Like, it's really normal to just fall. Like, at first, before you go to the skate park, it's like, oh, you're nervous because you don't want to fall in front of everybody. But then you learn it's normal. You know what I mean? And it's a mindset that I appreciate, and I appreciate the people that I've been around that had that mindset. So I think just at a young age, you know, if you get back up, there really ain't no failing. You know?
Did you text him?
Yeah, I did.
What would it mean if Leon Fury walks away with an award?
What would it mean if Leon Fury walked away with an award? I think it'll be rewarding just because it's something that I just made with my friends. Like, I called up a friend, he had a camera, and just like everyone who's part of Cash crew, I'm in class with them, and it's just the homies. So I think that would be warmth because it's like these are the people I choose to grow with. So I think it would just be rewarding and hopefully inspiring to other people that, hey, you can make stuff with your friends and get better with them. You don't have to kind of like try to go up and trying to get opportunities elsewhere, you know.
My buddy, you know, Elijah. You know, shout out to my boy Elijah for giving me a text. Hey, I'm doing a film here. You want to be part of it? Yeah, you know, it's like, okay, you're gonna be. We had like a Zoom meeting, and then yeah, it was like a Zoom call.
Hey, I got this film. You think you can show
like,
up?
he's like he texted me. He's like, you want to be part of a short film? Like, oh yeah, heck yeah, dude. And because the funny when I met Elijah, I told him the movie that I made is called Pink Diamonds. So I was like, okay, and then we became friends, and then he, you know, started writing the script and directing. Okay, I was like, you want to be part of it? I was like, yeah, you know what, cool. I didn't even know I was gonna play the bully. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, give me a shoe.
So I like Leon Fury because he has a good message, he's funny, and he's very entertainment. And yeah, I bring the idea of when we are like basically like punch him in the restroom, right? Yeah, I mean, we improvise a lot. I think the good about Elisha is he was like very open to improvise. I remember I have like a back pain, like really back pain.
Right.
So I remember I take the pain that I have in my back to act. So some of the things that I did in the short film was with the pain in the back. So I play with that. I played with that pain even in the.
Who is Leon Fury for?
Who is Leon Fury for? You know, I'm gonna be very transparent. I'm gonna be very transparent. When I made this film, I kind of just made it for myself. You know what I mean? It was kind of like me exploring myself and just exploring the art and the craft, and you know, so it's more of something. This is for me, but I'm sharing it. You know what I mean? So this is me just sharing something that's mine. You know what I mean? Rather than, because I wasn't like, oh, this is gonna resonate with this audience.
What was the goal of your performance?
I always feel like an obligation just to tell like the truth, and I always wondered what that meant. Like, I hear Denzel saying, just tell the truth. But there are technical things where you can do, which I actually learned on Leon's Fury as a writer and director as well. If you're like boyfriend, girlfriend, or those type of relationships are kind of very intense and emotional because there's an expectation of need from each other. So it's like, that's why those things need to be fulfilled a lot. So with Leon, his fulfillment is his kind of like trying to protect his identity, because he does feel weak, he does feel like a weakling, and he does feel like, oh, I need to learn to fight, but that's like a conflict. So we explore that. So a performance, technical side is just like you always try to get a reaction out of the other character to fulfill that. So for him and Atlantis is friendship. You know, we try to fulfill that friendship and stuff like that. So yeah, just exploring the human condition and having that at its core, so I can have a truthful performance. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, kind of a little nerdy and geeky about this stuff. But yeah.
What does acting bring you?
Oh, what does acting bring me? Play. That's what it is. I love to play. I remember when I was a little kid, I said, I don't want to grow up, 'cause I just want to play forever. And that's really what happened. It's just associated with play. As you get older, you do kind of, you start to associate things with survival, because you're like, if I get this job, if I get this gig, it could kind of mess up your performance, because your nervous system isn't associated with play like it would when you're a kid. So that's why you always hear those quotes, like from Picasso, like he said, I spent 4 years to paint like a Raphael, but I spent a lifetime to paint like a child. Or Tyler Creator, he said recently, like, you create like a child, edit like a scientist. Daniel Day-Lewis said, I have not let go of childish ways. You know, so be it, you know, stuff like that. And she's like talking about that. And so I've noticed through me now is just keep associating it with play, because your nervous system associated with play. It's more fun, it's more vibrant, you add more life to your art, and I think people will resonate with it in that way. So
That's a well put answer.
Yeah.
That's a really well put answer.
Yeah.
For the final question is,